Hello everyone and welcome back to Properton. Just sitting over by our cargo station and tram hub where we railed the last episode, and just wanted to mention before we get too far in, and don't just hear my dishwasher beeping in the background, but yeah, there's a bit of a glitch with the game right now where when you load a save, it dumps a bunch of XP in, so it moved us to level 9, even though we were kind of only part way through after level 8. So anyways, we are just up to getting more of a loan limit, and we just got high density business, so we haven't missed too much. But yeah, one small little thing just to note also, if you want to level up your city a bunch and get some money, right now is a good time to do it, because yeah, it's glitched. So today we have a couple of things to work on. Mostly we're going back to the other side of our city, but before we do that, we're just going to spend a little bit more time building in this area, adding some more commercial and residential. One thing that we are starting to face here, and maybe it's not quite popping up yet, but over here, yeah, we are starting to get warnings of not enough high skill labor. And that is mostly due to the fact that we don't have enough educated Sims at the moment. So we are also missing some poorly educated, so we are looking at needing to do a lot of expansion of our citizens, and we also need to further our education. So first thing first, we're going to do some more expansion just over on this side, and we'll do that in a bit of time lapse, and then I'll be back. All right, so we'll continue to let that grow in. Just did a different sort of combination of zoning patterns and all that kind of stuff. Did try to zone in some of the smaller homes here on some of the streets just to provide some more affordable housing sizes, and then started to bend the grid this way, and then I just threw down this temporary path here. If we come out of our info, out of that view, just looking at our air pollution, we should be okay. The industrial doesn't generate actually that much air pollution, so as long as we don't put any more down here, it should be okay. We'll just keep that in mind that when we're looking to expand more, maybe need to put just more residential in here, but this will kind of be the boundary of this bent neighborhood there. But yeah, that'll kind of do it for over on this side, and we'll move over to where we are working next. So we're over here in this area of our master planned neighborhood, and it didn't grow as fast as I thought it would, just due to the lack of some of the demand. I thought we were going to get higher density and medium density demand a little sooner in the game. So that was kind of my bad. I started working on it, and then when it didn't really come together, I started just tried to move away into a different build until we were ready to come back. But I think now is probably the right time to do so. So we're gonna do a couple things to help boost our profitability of our city, as well as make our citizens more educated. So we're already making quite a bit of money, which is great. Now that the exports has been fixed, but what we're going to start off with first is just terraforming out a little bit of a pad here, and yeah, we just want to use the right tool to begin with, and we'll kind of smooth most of this out the best we can up behind this row of commercial along this collector here, and we'll need a fairly large pad because we're going to be placing in some fairly large assets in here. So just get that quickly flattened out. Alright, so gonna look a little bit ugly for now, but we got the pad all laid out. We'll come into our development tab, and what we are looking to unlock first is we're gonna get City Hall. We're also going to unlock the central bank, but we won't quite place that one yet. And then I think, yeah, we're going to unlock university as well. And that'll be most of our development points. So I'm glad we kind of held on to those for now. So the first thing we'll do is we'll come in and we're going to place the assets down first, actually, and then try and sort of build the roadway network around them. When I originally tried doing this the first time, I really struggled during some of my testing to get a roadway network placed nicely. So I think this time what I'll try and do is we'll place the assets and then we'll kind of work the roads around it, and that'll be better because some of them are just like the size was like way bigger than I thought it was going to be. So we'll place the city hall. We come in and zoom in, maybe right around here. We'll try and centralize it the best we can. Yeah, I think that looks good there. And then for now, we'll just frame it with a road. So we'll snap to our roads. I'm going to pause the game as well. Sorry, snap the road to buildings. And just turn all our snapping back on. And yeah, we'll get this nice and framed in for now. And then right next to it, we'll place the university. It's a bit of a chonky asset, but yeah, we're definitely in need of it. So see if we can try and get that centered here the best we can. I think right about there should do. And yeah, pushed out our pad a little bit more. So the university was probably the one that I had underestimated the size the most. Like, some of these assets are just way bigger than what I'm used to working with in City Skylines. So we'll get our roads hooked up there. And then while we're here, in behind, we'll just place down a couple of medium parking lots because they kind of blend nicely together, which is great. And then let's see what else we can do for our roadway networks. We just delete this one temporarily. See if we can join a road in here as well. And we'll use an asymmetric road to begin with. So we can just go into some terraforming actually in our slope terrain tool. Take down the brush size quite a bit, right click here at the top. Then we'll go from maybe the edge of the university and just drag all the way up. And we'll make a bit of a wider path than we need. And then we can come back and smooth this out. So we'll snap into our guidelines here. We'll come straight out. And it looks like it's going to take out that building there, and then it's not going to quite go in front here like we want. Can probably shift everything back. Just give me 2 seconds here and I'll do that. Alright, so we can unpause the game now that we have this all connected, and just wanted to point out with the City Hall, the reason we're placing it is it takes down loan interest citywide, which we're not using loans at the moment, but also it takes down import costs, which will help us quite a bit for any of the products that we're currently importing, so that'll kind of save our industrial zone a little bit more money and also make them a bit more profitable, which in turn brings us more taxes. Brings us more taxes, so more money, less problems for this, which is great. So just getting this road kind of cleaned up in here a little bit, and we'll get our parking lots placed here in the back again, and I'm gonna laugh at my own jokes again, and you're all gonna think I'm crazy sitting in my place. He's laughing to myself, and you would be almost correct, but anyways, I digress. We'll just smooth that out a little bit for now. So to place the bank, yeah, it's a expensive asset, about $2.4 million. So we will have to sort of just wait a little bit to get that, but I think what we can work on instead is just growing the city more and increasing our tax revenue. So I'm going to go back into a bit of a time lapse, and we'll work on this neighborhood and get it all fleshed out. Well, I do have to admit, I'm really enjoying all this higher density starting to come into this area. It's actually looking quite nice. I was a little concerned that maybe some of the heights would get too high, but I think with the zoning size being a bit smaller, how did you get back there? That it's, yeah, coming in together real nice, and I like this low density office here. It's a bit of a step up in some spots, but yeah, overall pretty nice, you know, despite it's a bit of a dreary winter at the moment. But yeah, we're still making money, which is great. There's a few things in our budget I want to look at as well. I'm just going to take our road maintenance back up to 100%. You know, we don't really need to be having that so low anymore. And I think everything else is pretty good. We are exporting a lot of power, which is great. And our education, I'm gonna turn on fire as well. Oh, it's snowing. You can see the little snowflakes. Ah, snow has arrived in Properton. Exciting. It doesn't really snow where I live, which is great because I like to look at it, but I don't like dealing with it. But oh wow, oh that's so cool. Oh, look, the snow comes down the mountains. Oh wow, oh wow, you're getting a lot of snow. I'm just actually curious. Yeah, it looks like our farming village is probably, it's snowed in. Oh, look at that. You know, guys, they're as frustrated as I get with this game some days. There's things like this that just make me, ooh, don't look at that. I'm pretty happy, but this is so cool. It's exactly what I wanted when I built this little area. But anyways, yeah, -0. It is cold. Anyways, winter is here and the snow is coming down. That's awesome. But yeah, let's see what zoning we have left. There's some high density that still has yet to grow in as well. Looks like some of our mixed use. If I just do maybe some path tricks, let's see if that, yeah, okay. Fix up some of that zoning here and just see if we can get some of these buildings to grow in. The high density might take a little bit of time while we wait for some more. But if we put down maybe some office somewhere, yeah, you know, we could build back in here a little bit more, or maybe even over on this side. Do we have any space for some offices? Yeah, let's put some here. On this road as well. Actually, you know what? I do regret the road size I put through here. So actually, while I think of it, I'm just gonna upgrade it because I don't like it. And that's a great thing about playing City Skylines is if you don't like something, it's pretty easy to change. Well, I could probably zone that office back in actually, and yeah, it'll grow back in. So yeah, we'll put some office along this collector road here, and that should help spur on some demand. And what we can also do is we'll face it again with a little bit of our mixed use, and we'll make the zoning size just a little bit smaller. And I'll tuck one in there. Maybe just a little bit of low density commercial there. And we'll put in just some regular medium density housing as well. And just want to check this junction. I don't want it to turn right. So we'll say no rights, just left, and can't add in the straight in, but yeah, it'll just go left that way. And they'll kind of have to turn around a little bit, but yeah, oh, look at the snow. Oh, it's so beautiful. He says, knowing that he doesn't have to deal with it. Yeah, anyways, we are still waiting to put in the central bank, and what I'm thinking is it should fit back in here. So we'll get some roadway networks prepped for it, and come out to about there. Click thank you game. Let's see, 1.7. You know, just to kind of speed things up for the sake of the episode, I think we can actually probably just take up a small loan of $1 million. Haha. And yeah, we're making quite a bit of money, so Let's see. Share of the city's monthly income spent on loan interest will be 0.5%. We're still looking at $500,000 surplus per month. So we're going to accept that loan, and then we can always pay it off pretty fast. But we'll come back into our administration buildings. Oh, central bank 2.4. Okay, didn't quite take enough. So we'll just move that up to... We'll just do 800,000. We're still going to have a surplus, so... And funny enough, the bank reduces loan interest citywide, so I'm okay spending the money. Let's just see how we can get this a bit centered. I think about there actually will do, and then we'll again just quickly wrap it with a road. And bring that one around as well. Those off, trim that there, and yeah, maybe we'll have to do some snowy detailing in one of our no commentary videos. Looks like, you know, everyone kind of wants a mix of no commentary and some of the City Skylines 1 builds, and after some thought, I realized, you know what, why not just do both? So that's what will be coming in our future episodes for the holiday season. So there might be one more Properton full episode, maybe two, just thinking off the top of my head. And then, yeah, we'll probably be transitioning into some of the holiday content. So keep an eye out for that. Finally, I just want to add in some more trams through our area here now. So we'll put one by the bank. Oh, you know what? It's not going to let me do that. The track's down. Okay, fine, game. We're going to place tool, and let's see, how could we, why don't we take the one way again? We'll have it come down this road here, and then up this road. It'll go past the bank. We'll bring it past our university and city in front of City Hall. And then it'll just kind of be a big loop, and we'll take it back through, and it should hook up right into this existing part of the tram network. And then we'll get some stops placed here. We'll put one in front of the university. Yeah, we'll put one more in front of the bank for good measure. Can't have too many tram stops, I guess. And then we'll hook that one into there, that one into there, finally that one into here. And just a couple other transit updates while I remember. I think I removed the bus lanes from this whole road now. Yeah, so those are all gone. If we come into our transit menu, buses, this line's still getting some use. I may take it down or take it offline because it's not really, it's going to be competing with some of the tram network, but the tram network is quite long, so we'll let it run for a bit and just see our cargo on and off. I'm not quite sure if this is fully fixed yet, or if, like they said, it may just take some time from the last update, but yeah, that looks like our city is really starting to come together. Yeah, let's take a look at our budget. Here we're still making money. Our services are now running at basically full capacity. I think this one's down just because we were producing way more water than we needed, so which we could just export, or were we not exporting? I can't remember, but anyways, we're making money, people are moving in. Let's just take a look to see if our, yeah, the skilled labor warnings are still showing over there. If we come into our city menu here, population, no, education tab. So we have people in our university now. It probably will take some time. We do at least have some more poorly educated people coming through, and educated as well. So maybe if we just make a few more tax adjustments. If we come into our residential, we're going to take the well-educated up now. And we'll bring the highly educated down just a little bit more. And then in terms of our industrial, we'll maybe just bring it down 1 just to help boost their profits a little bit now that some costs have come down for them. And the petrochemicals for our power plant will just slightly subsidize those as well. So yeah, we're just going to be having to wait for some of our buildings to grow in, so I'll just go back in a bit of a time lapse, do up some detailing and some more zoning to finish off today's episode. Alright, I think that'll do it for today's episode. Really loving how this area is coming together and building up, and appreciate you guys being along for the ride. Take a look at some of the videos on screen as we've progressed through this series here in Properton, and also check out some of my City Skylines 1 builds on my channel if you're interested. And leave me a comment below if you are interested in seeing more of those. So otherwise, take care. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.